Firstly, from the Tigers, club ambassador, Dean Windass, who's here today. And joining him, a man who played as a striker for our visitors, Bolton Wanderers. He scored the last 2 goals at their old ground, the Bolton ground. Also, he scored, all in 192 games, 101 goals, plus 4 for his national team, Scotland. Please would you welcome our guest today, John McGinley. John, welcome. Good trip over, apart from the spray from the car in front?
Yeah, apart from the rain, good, yeah. And coming here on a positive note, I think. You know, we're not in such good form, but Hull aren't in such good form either. And we've got high hopes today.
Well, you sit bottom of the table, and the club is in the back pages for all the wrong reasons, unfortunately. Does that really get to the players when the whistle goes at 3 o'clock?
Well, I think that obviously the winding up order that's been issued at the club this week takes up precedence, you know, and I think everybody's forgotten that they actually play football as well. And, you know, it's been all negative news around the club for the last month or so. And I think the players will be glad there's a game to play, you know, just to get away from all the pressures and everything else that goes on behind the scenes. So coming here today, I think it'll be a release. Do I hold out hopes of a win? No. I think we might get something out of the game.
So who should we be looking out for today for Bolton?
Well, it's a hard one because it's hard to pick who the team will be. The team changes from week to week. And as you said, you know, we've not been in good form. We don't really have a set team. Anybody could play. I think we've got a few injuries. But I would say the danger man, probably Gary Medine up front. Scored a fantastic goal last week against Cardiff. Midfield players, Mark Davis, he's a decent player, good on the ball. Sees a good pass, he can split up in a defence. We've got Shola Amiobi, Emil Heskey is at the club. Other than that, David Wheater, who I think you'll know from Middlesbrough. But not too many well-known players in the team these days.
So it's a different team every week, like you say. However, how's the overall form? Have they been unlucky losing games?
Do you know that I think when you're at the bottom end of the league, you know, everybody talks about luck and you make your own luck, but we don't seem to have any. We really don't. And last week against Cardiff, with the game poised at 2-2 with about 10 minutes to go, Stephen Dobby had come on as a substitute, had a fantastic opportunity from 5 yards, middle of the goal, just to keep her to beat, and he put the ball wide. You know, and that would have been 3-2 up with just less than 10 minutes to go and possibly cling on for 3 points. 2 minutes later, Cardiff got the part and scored the winner. We get beat 3-2. You know, we've had a lot of possession in games, but I think the problem we have is in the final third. We don't seem to break anybody down, and we certainly don't take our chances.
Thank you for that, John. Dean, you've gone on record this week of saying that we shouldn't be panicking. Why is that?
Well, there's that many games to go. Listen, you're not going to win every game in this division, because we always say that in this division it's tough playing Bolton at the bottom and it's tough playing Middlesbrough at the top. So, and Brighton and these teams, and we've gone through a little bit of a dip, which I think there's a lot of clubs that will do that in this division. Even when I played in this division, it was exactly the same. But you know, Steve's had a bit of a go at the players, come out and said, rightly so. And listen, sometimes you have to get into people's ribs sometimes to get a reaction. And Steve will want a reaction today. You know, whatever team he puts out, you know, he'll want a response from a disappointment of the Leeds result.
And the good news is for Steve, a virtually full squad of players to pick from. Robert Snodgrass back, another half a game under his belt for the under-21s on Monday night. Michael Dawson looking as though he could be back. David Myler as well. So things are looking positive on that respect, aren't they?
Yeah, he's got a full squad. I'm sure that he'll probably go 4-4-2, you know, or 4-4-1-1, you know, depending on personnel. But I think the only one who's probably struggling at the minute is Hernandez. I don't know if that's true or not, but you know, if he plays, I said in the paper that I'd like him to get back in a partnership with Akpom again, because they were scoring goals. When you know, John will tell you when you're playing up front, you need a partner up there to play alongside and link up, and they certainly did that when they were both playing. You know, but lack of form, Steve has the right to drop people, and that's what he does. So whoever plays today, we just got to get back to winning ways, because we can't let that gap go. You know, with Brighton, we need Brighton to lose. I know it's on the early days, but you know, I just spoke to Mickey Phelan there, and you know, Brighton are flying at the minute. So, but you know, if we can get back to winning ways today against Bolton, which, like John said, listen, I said to John, this will be a tough game this time. You know, it's absolutely pouring down with rain, so there's going to be a lot of mistakes from defenders. So hopefully we'll see an entertaining game, but hopefully we'll get back to winning ways.
So we'll go to the game then. John, we always ask our guests first what they think the score might be. You seem very confident. How do you think this would go today? It's hard to predict with the weather, like Dean just said.
It's a bit of a leveller. Obviously the pitch is going to be wet, the ball's going to be skidding, there's going to be mistakes by defenders. But Bolton come here under no real pressure because the expectations are that Hull will win the game today. But I think there's more pressure certainly on Hull because of that expectation. Yeah, you're chasing Brighton were away at Derby County today. Tough game there, you know, that could go either way. Probably looking for a draw would probably be a good result for you guys. But, you know what? I don't think we'll win the game today, but I think we could get a point.
Dean?
I said that we'll get back to winning ways today, and I think we'll win 2-0.
Lovely stuff. That's good. Lots of positivity. Unfortunately, you're never right, but it's nice of you to think along those lines.
I'm never right with a prediction, but I'm always right that we'll say we'll win. Because we've only lost one at home, haven't we, Steve? So.
And I wasn't here.
Can you go away?
Well, then we'll lose again. Bless you. Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Please, would you put your hands together for our guest, John McGinley. We'll see you later after the game. And for the Tigers, Dean Windass.